in this semester we are going to see the nanotechnology. In this, it is a very important topic nowadays. The various industries are using for improving the properties of the material using this technology. So first of all, we are going to see the introduction. In this introduction, we are going to see the scale and size of the nanotechnology. After that, the level like a subatomic and atomic levels. After that, nanostructures and compositions like a nanocomposite and nanomaterials. Then nanoclay and nanostructure, preparation of nanoclay. Then polymer nanocomposites and the formations. In that formation, what method they were using to make a polymer nanocomposites. Then finally, benefits and the properties of nanotechnologies. What is nanotechnology? There are various definitions given by the expert member. Initially, it is nothing but the study of manipulating a matter of an atomic scale. We are manipulating something with the help of the small size of scale. Then, nanotechnology refers to construct and engineering of the functional system at a very small micro level scale, and or we can say at atomic level. Nanometer is nothing but the billionth of a meter, roughly with the width of 3 or 4 atoms. When you are adding 3 or 4 atoms, that much level only it have the size. Example, our human hair is about 25,000 nanometer wide. You can assume that how much length the nanometer or how much size the nano is there. In the right side diagram, it shows that a small simple picture of nano particle. Then, in other words, nanotechnology is a science that deals with the matter at nanoscale. Nanotechnology is the re-engineering of material by controlling the matter at atomic level. So, we are re-engineering the material. We are manufacturing the material by modification, or if one material is available, that material is we are re-engineering once again. That controlling the matter within the atomic level, that type of technology is called as the nanotechnology. The history started in 1959. A famous physics professor, Dr. Richard P. Feynman, told about this topic in the one conference. That conference name was "There is Plenty of Room at the Bottom." Then after that, invention of scanning tunneling microscope in 1981 provides such a improvement in the nanotechnology. After that, the discovery of fluorines C60 leads the emergence trend in the nanotechnology. But the name was given by Norio Tanguchi in 1974. Here you can see the history, same thing, the history, the drawing, the picture given, that electron microscope that was discovered in 1980, and the right side picture is shown the Norio Tanguchi introduced the term nanotechnology. Then the early 2000s also saw the beginning of commercial application of nanotechnology. Although this was limited to bulk application of nanotechnology. Initially, they were started for limited application. After that, they were analyzed. It can be used for bulk applications. Then, silver nano platform for using silver nanoparticle as an antibacterial agent, nanoparticle based transparent sunscreen, and carbon nanotubes for strain resistant textiles. These are the applications, some of the applications given can get in the nanotechnology. Then basic introduction. Nanotechnology is not a new science and a new technology. It is already available in the world. It is just the extension of technology that have been in development for many years. Nanotechnology is an emerging field and also interdisciplinary science whose potential have been widely touted for well over decade. It is available for last decade onwards, but the various interdisciplinary fields we are using, but at the time we doesn't know it is the nanotechnology. It is an extension of common science into the nanoscale. It is the manipulation of materials at a nanoscale. Nanotechnology, which deals with understanding and control of matter at a dimension of roughly 100 nanometers and below, has cross-sector applications and orientations. At the commercial level, the impact of nanotechnology is evident in three major sectors via materials manufacturing. Example, coating and composites for products like automobiles and building, electronics and healthcare, life science. So in these three major sectors we are using the nanotechnologies. A nanometer is, already we saw that, what is nanometer? It is nothing but 1000 millionth of meter. A single human hair is 80,000 nanometer wide. A red blood cell is approximately 7,000 nanometer wide. A DNA molecule is 2 to 2.5 nanometer, and a water molecule almost 0.3 nanometer. You can see this how much size the nanoparticle is available. Next, before going to that, we must see this what is material science and engineering. Actually, it is anti-clockwise. Material science is the processing, then combination of processing, structure, properties. That is providing the material science and engineering. Material science is the investigation relationship among the processing, structure, properties, and the performance of the materials. Next, we are going to see the atomic level. Atomic level is the arrangement of atoms in a material. You can see this, the right side drawing shows that how the atoms are arranged in such a manner. For the same atoms can have same different properties. Two forms of carbon, examples graphite and diamond. Because of their structures, atom structures arrangements, one is graphite is a brittle less hard as compared to the diamond. In other words, graphite is the brittle material, diamond is like a hard material as compared to the graphite. Then subatomic level, electronic structure of individual atoms. The continuation of subatomic level, electronic structures of individual atom that defines interaction among the bonds. Atoms, that is called as subatomic. Normally, the electronics level atoms are having some distance. Using that, they were conducting some conducting ions. So due to that, it will be charges, some charges, positive, negative charges will be happening. So this will help for some electronic purpose. Next topic is microscopic structure arrangement of small grains of material that can be identified by microscopic. Then macroscopic structural elements that may be viewed with a naked eye. Here you can given the right side drawing has provided the clear structure. Then nanostructure. Here you can see this. The four different things are given. One is the size, nano size. The space line is given 0.1 nanometer, 0.1 micrometer to 1 nanometer. That much level things are called nanoscale. Then for that X characterization can be identified by the synchronization, UV and X-ray. Then the technology, with help of the technology, scanning probe micro thing is used. Technology we can identify the nanoparticles. After that, once again, what are the elements and all available, the various sizes also given in the nanostructures. Here you can see this in the last line. 0.1 micrometer is virus. After that, the 1 nanometer is maximum. This is with this DNA. So this is clearly given the nano size and scale. Here one more thing is size and scale. Here 0.1 nanometer is atom. Then when we are moving to upward, 1 nanometer is carbon nanotubes. After that, 10 nanometers is proteins, and 100 nanometer is virus. Then when we are moving to the nanometer, it will be 100. We moving to the bigger size particles. Below that, in the right side diagram, it's showing that the copper made up of the Karpov nanotechnology at 2001. Then the length scale. Angstrom. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. Then nanometers 10 power 9 nanometers. Then micrometers 10 power minus 6 nanometer. Millimeters 10 power 3. This value we have to know that. Then similarly, the length and the time scale from the point of view of material modeling is clearly given. After that, the time scale thing, how they are same thing, how they are identifying. Then types of metals, types of materials. Metal valence electrons are detached from atom and spread in electron sea that glues the joints together. Strong example. It should be a strong, ductile, conduct electricity and heat well, or shiny if polyester. Then semiconductors, the bonding is covalent. The electrical properties depend strong on many proportion of contaminants. Example, silicon. Similarly, we can see that ceramics as well as the polymers. Next topic is what is nanocomposite.